Well, while Infosys has certainly outperformed the entire pack, Wipro also delivered a very strong Q4. In fact, for Wipro, again, the margins expanded very sharply and stood at a 22-quarter high. EBIT margin expansion was at 243 bips on a sequential basis at 21.7%. This is the IT services EBIT margin. Q3 saw acceleration in terms of the order booking, margin expansion. Several operating metrics for them were at an all-time high, and the order book consisted of a mix of large and small deal wins. Management stated that they have closed one large deal in continental Europe and that they are seeing a good amount of ramp up in oil and gas customers. 5 out of 7 sectors have grown at a 4% rate on a sequential basis. They're seeing very strong demand coming in from Europe, and also they're seeing good traction coming in across geographies. This is the second quarter wherein Wipro has delivered a very strong performance. In terms of the IT services revenue growth, it grew at 3.4% quarter on quarter in constant currency terms. Also, if you look at the IT services EBIT margin, as I said, it was a huge expansion at 21.7%. Consolidated profit came in at 2997 crore, a growth of nearly around 21% on a sequential basis. Management has also stated that in terms of the Q4 guidance, they now expect Q4 revenues to be 1.5% to 3.5% QOQ, which translates into IT services revenue of $2102 million to $2143 million. This is the Q4 guidance that management has stated, and this is slightly higher than what the street was estimating. Some of the analysts were penciling in 1 to 3% QOQ guidance for Q4. In fact, the new CEO and MD Thierry did mention that Wipro has delivered a strong consecutive quarter in terms of order booking, revenue and margins, and five of the sectors have grown at a 4% on a sequential basis. They have closed a largest ever deal win in continental Europe. He mentioned that the demand environment is steadily improving, especially for digital transformation, digital operations, and cloud services. He stated that he is fairly pleased to share in terms of how the organization structure is moving, and it is stabilizing quickly. In fact, I do know that Wipro, for them, the new organization structure comes into effect from 1st of Jan 2021 itself. In terms of the various verticals also, I would say that the performance has been fairly good, especially in terms of the consumer business, which grew at 5.2% quarter on quarter in CC terms. Energy vertical grew at 4.1%. Health business grew at 5%. BFSI still showed a slightly subdued growth for them at 1.2%, and technology segment grew at 4.5% quarter on quarter in constant currency terms. In terms of the overall revenue also, contrasting to Infosys, wherein for Infosys, North America grew very strongly. For Wipro, it is Europe, which has grown at 8.6% quarter on quarter in constant currency terms. In America, for them, has grown at 2.3%. So yes, again, a very strong quarter coming in from Wipro. Expect some of the analysts to go ahead and possibly revise their estimates slightly upwards as the commentary is positive, but the stock has already hit fresh record highs in trade, and it is trading at 23x FY22 PE multiple.